Hey Gemini, what's up with you? How you doing? It's me, Archer, and it is time to do your everything energy check-in for you and the ones on your mind, pulling on the current energies for the end of October 2025, rolling into November of 2025-ish. But whenever this reading found its way into your algorithm and you clicked on it and decided to come and hang out with us for a little bit okay, that's it, no intro. The deck jammed. When the deck jams, that tells me you need a spinny hug. Strawberry jam too. It's probably Lone Star. Anyways, come here. That was to make you giggle a little bit, Gemini. Come here. I'm going to grip you up. I'm going to spin you around. You're going to get some spinny hugs till you start giggling and your hair blows in the breeze like you're in a Jeep with the tops off. All right. Jeep wave to my fellow Jeep drivers. Hi. And I'm a Gemini, Mars, and Mercury too. Hi. All right. So if you need another one, you come back anytime. And I promise not to tell anybody. All right. Because I love reading for you. I never have to rainbow unicorn it with you, Gemini. You can always just be like, Archer, just give me the facts. Give it to me straight. Let's go for it. All right. And even more so, stick around because after the reading, we're going to continue on our Halloween ghost story for the week ahead. All right. We'll continue on with the urban legend of Paul is dead. All right. So hang around. Hey, Farah, what's up? How you been? Hey, Nicole, what's going on? Hunter, how you doing? All right. You ready? What's up? Be true to you. Thanks for coming by. What up? Spinny hugs. All right. You ready, Melissa? You ready, y'all? Let's do it. You ready, Mac? Okay. All right. All right. Our Tennessee mods are ready. Let's go for it. Pimp Spacesuits. Okay, that is like you win award for coolest screen name of the day. Hi, Kate. What up? All right, let's do it. God, tap me into me, the Gemini's energy. Let's go for it. Give me 2 shuffles for Gemini. Give me everything you got for... Ooh. Every deck, every reading has popped cards this morning. I love being tuned in. Death card on the 7 of Cups. That's kind of cool because I used the 7 of Cups out of the other deck to make sure that the perspective on TikTok was right. And it's back already with the Death card and the Lover's card. So a choice that you want is causing a transformation on their side. All right. And you might be noticing a lot more signs because as I was starting up the TikTok for you, I started, and I haven't heard this song in a minute, but I started hearing The Sign by Ace of Base. That I saw the signs. I opened up my... Maybe you're seeing more signs lately or your person's finally opening their eyes to them. About time. All right, let's go for it. You ready? Here we go. 2 shuffles. Let's do it. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the pretty fly Geminis. Oh, come on. Because all the signs say you're pretty fly for a Gemini. Thanks for the repost, Kate. Love you, girl. You're awesome. Oh, speaking of awesome. Oh, this is like, oh, wow. Oh, this is applesauce awesome. This is chunky cinnamon applesauce awesome. Homemade by Grandmama. I got I'll share it with you. I kind of got into this for a second. I got the 10 of Pentacles, the 4 of Wands, the 8 of Cups into the Hermit card that leads right to the 2 of Pentacles and the Lover's card, which shows after a pause in the action, a twin flame chooses you. 10 of Pentacles. This is something that goes long-term for you. You're at the, yeah, I know, right? I was shocked too. You're at the precipice. This Mercury retrograde is actually going to put you in a position of stability. Like you're at the beginning of the next 10 plus years of your life going forward. It's going to be awesome. And for those of you dealing with the twin flame journey, 4 of Wands, they're still in your life. They're going to be in your life. And for my soulmate Geminis, you're going to a whole other level with the soulmate. The reward for your twin flame journey coming in. Wow, this has got twin flame energy written all over it. All right, let's go. Yeah, I'm going to hold on. Throat chakra. Let's make sure I'm ready for this. Okay, I'm ready. And I'm totally capable of drinking out of a straw. I just do that because I don't want to. I'm wearing a white shirt. Guaranteed when I wear a white shirt, I will get coffee on this shirt at some point today. All right, anyways, let's go. Don't leave your coffee on the roof, Gemini. Here we go. Current conditions. We have the Tower, the Queen of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. Love's been a little bit hard on me. Don't give up, Gemini. Straight up. You are so close. It's so close. But at the moment, it's like with the Tower card, you're close to giving up things. It's like getting to what's the point? You've tried to get your life back on track for a while now, and it just seems like life keeps making it harder and harder and harder, trying to accomplish anything and trying to change, trying to set down roots. You want your 10 of Pentacles, but you're like, I don't got an Ace of Pentacles. I got a Tower card, right? And you're like, story of my life, you know? You're like, yeah, 2025, this one star, would not recommend, right? Right? Because it's like some of you guys even almost to the point where you're like, you know what? God must just want me stuck at this point in my life. But he doesn't. Queen of Cups on the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles talks about, my nose is itching, the nose knows. No wonder you needed a spinny hug. Gemini. Oh, come on now. I love my Geminis. You guys are awesomeness. You guys are chunky cinnamon applesauce. Come on, spinny hugs. Gemini, you got the Queen of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. Like I was saying, you're at the threshold of a massive positive change. All right. You're being tested at the moment. And if you can get through it, if you can get through this and pick that one thing to start on out of the many issues you're facing, right? Out of the many Tower cards that have been coming into your pathway lately, right? You can rebuild it. Because even in traditional Rider-Waite tarot, the Tower was depicted with having the Fool jumping out of the Tower, right? And you've dealt with a lot of trash talkers in your day, because this is the Tower of Babylon. Before I got on that construction crew, I'd have gone and built a boat, right? Honorable mentions to Noah. Name Noah might even resonate to you guys. Or you're feeling like you're trudging through 40 days and 40 nights of emotional rain, just makes you sad and feeling depressed. Some of you guys could be dealing with a lot of rain in your area. Thing about that, though, when you combine rain with sunshine, you get rainbows. Some of you guys might be noticing rainbows, even double rainbows, okay? It's like, the thing is, though, is that you're with being at the threshold of this positive change, Queen of Cups, Tower cards, Scorpio, Cancer energy. If you get through this one, it's like you're going to start knocking stuff off your to-do list like crazy. I kid you not. Three of Pentacles. And your guardian angels are going to be right along there with you, right? Because they're like, Gemini, all you got to do is pick one. Pick one, start it. We got your back on this. And that's your guardian angels. That's not even just me talking about having your back. You got a lot of high-level energy around you at this time, all right? I know everything keeps coming at you and keeping you on edge. Like, literally, like even with the Leaning Tower of Pisa, why do they keep working on the one side of that thing? Why don't, instead of trying to raise one side, why don't you try to reinforce or lower the other side, right? Dig it out. I'm not an engineer. I just keep staring at that thing. My Virgo moon goes nuts. Like, oh my God, that is not plumb. But anyhow, even when you're on that edge like this, that it's got you almost to that point of burnout and at the point of feeling like nothing even feels right anymore, right? It's like some of you guys have been saying, like, I was born in the wrong time. I should have been born different time. Something does, like the world seems so different. But you're getting into an energy, though, with the Three of Pentacles, that it's going to bring into something that you love much further. So you're setting a solid foundation going forward. You're just at the beginning of it. So while everybody else is freaking out about Mercury retrograde, you can just calmly be like, that's cool. Because while everybody else is like in a FOMO energy during the retrogrades, you get to just coast on through and buy the energetical dip. I like this. Some of you guys could even be into crypto or investing or stocks, or dealing with an Aries, because that came out for Aries. Let's find out. Let's get into their vibes. All right. All right. Now, past, present, or future. This is the person on your mind. It's the judgment-free zone. You are allowed to miss and love whomever you want, however long you want. My title here is just tarot reader. There's a lot of Aries energy. Not tarot tell you what to do her. Okay. Heavy duty on the Aries energy. You got the Fool card, the Two of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. They're frustrated. Straight up. Even though there's still a spark or a passion between the two of you guys, they still totally want to polish your diamond. I kid you not. Okay. Yeah, they've saved every photograph. Okay. Anyhow, they might be running out of storage space in their phone. Two of Wands to the Hierophant. They really wish they thought this through. That's the first thing I just heard. This was a knee-jerk reaction. Seven of Wands to the Fool card. Seven of Wands. They sure seem to hide a lot from you. That like left you questioning if like they were all in or not, right? And the flirty energy off of them. Aries and Leo energy, fire sign energy. I'm not throwing Sagittarius under this part of the bus just yet. This is just Aries and Leo so far. Okay. But anyhow, the thing on this is, it was a lot to deal with, like to the point that you maybe felt like they were trying to make you jealous. And at times you'd wonder why. Like they wouldn't open up. They wouldn't They just left you to fend for yourself, and they never made any time for you. Justice card. That's all you really wanted, was some time to feel like you were a part of things. Instead of like they're off doing their thing, they never set their phone down, and then you're left to entertain yourself and your own ideas. Then they're late for dinner, then they don't show up, and you're like, why am I putting all my effort into this? And it leaves you Tower card, right? Oh, thanks, Dorella. Spinny hugs, spinny hugs. I wish nobody resonated with the readings. I want you guys all in loving marriages and relationships, and we just come to like hang out and channel like dead celebrities or something, right? It'd be just spirit box stuff. It'd be way more fun. Or talk about money and stuff, right? I want you guys all married. Justice card. Some of you guys actually did JOP with this person at one point. And if not, you're going to. What? They wouldn't open up. That was the big part of this. So you have to sit there on your own. Well, they were either working late or always had their phone on them, all that stuff, and never even just made some time to focus on you. My female Geminis could have walked out in an Ace of Wands outfit or a Halloween costume, and they wouldn't even acknowledged it. Even my male Geminis, you might look pretty good in a tie, or they might have totally dug you rocking the gray sweatpants. Did they ever let it show? No, right? You could come and be like, hey, baby, you seen the bedspread? What? No, shush. Everybody laughing, go in the Jeep. We're going to the river. That's it. Your person's got a dirty mind. I don't know about all this. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I'm gonna blush. Crosswatcher. What in the world? Except there's three Geminis here. It's like, Archer, that was my favorite thing about them. Hey, Dex. What up, girl? Anyways, okay. Anyhow, back at the adult side of the reading. No, that was that. Shut up. Crosswatchers, time out. Go take a cold shower. Okay, so the thing about this is that they had no problem telling you all about the awesome people in their life, and to the point that you wonder, like, why would they talk about all these other people? Like, very flirty, very outgoing, right? And you're like, man, do you talk about me like that to other people, or do you just like to sit here and talk about blah 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 at work or blah 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 here? And so, right? And it's almost like they knew what they were doing, though, and trying to keep you on the hook with it. They were just oblivious to how they're ignoring you was wrecking everything. Interesting. And yeah, Crosswatcher, it can't be fixed just with a little, hey, what's up, right? I don't know why, but now I'm hearing a country song. I'm hearing, whose bed have your boots been under? Anyways, okay, let's get some clarifiers. This is interesting. I want to use the Archer deck for you. All right. Aries, Leo, Libra energy, strong, heavy duty Aries. There's a lot of Aries energy here. Taurus, Scorpio, more Aries, a little bit of Cancer, Three of Pentacles, Capricorn, and Virgo so far. Oh, Virgo hasn't shown up at all today. Oh, this is where Virgo's hiding out. Mercury retrograde. You guys do co-parent Mercury. Interesting. Okay. Temperance on the Nine of Swords. The silence is driving you crazy. Straight up baddie. King of Swords. But you're trying to be slow and calm and think to react, because in the Ten of Cups, you know how much you've put up with. Some of you guys have already wrote this off. Nine of Swords and Nine of Wands. You did the blocking. But I can kind of understand why. But it's like you didn't want to walk away from them. Maybe they could have apologized or something. But at the time, they left you no choice. That Page of Wands, their player vibe still is in your mind. It's in your subconscious because it's in the clarifiers on the Queen of Pentacles. You're like, come on, Gemini, just focus on work. Just focus on your day-to-day self. But why did they treat me like that? Right? Side note on the Page of Wands. Page of Wands. For some of you guys waiting to hear back from like a friend or somebody from when you were younger, your childhood or something, I see you actually do. You got a friend that reaches out just to restore the connection. And like maybe this was the one that, like that one friend that you used to be able to tell everything to. You could like throw anyone under the bus and they were right there with you, right? I think like they're gonna be reaching out to be like, Gemini, I've missed you. What's up? Let's talk tea, right? Right? Maybe it's a friend or a coworker, but yeah, Ten of Cups leads to the Page of Pentacles. That goes right into the Ten of Pentacles. Full circle, because the decks line up. Look at your thoughts lining up in the week ahead. Ooh, you get all the left brain and the right brain, syncing together. You get all harmonious. You're going to get more ideas. Some of you guys have done the IQ test online, and you've gotten a really big number back. Whoa, hi, what's up? Call me sometime. We'll talk about stuff. Wait, I can't do that because your person might get mad at me or something. They said, well, I'm be like, don't you be flirting with my Gemini? I'd be like, well, maybe you should have walked away from Gemini. Anyways, I'm on your side. Okay, don't worry, cross watchers. I'll pick on Gemini in your reading. Anyways, someone has a ton of unanswered emails or notifications. Like I'm looking at a Gemini's phone and your notification bubbles are scaring me. I'm getting anxiety. Delete all, get a new email address. I don't know. There's a like your phone is like, whoa. You know how everything's been blocking your path and not letting you accomplish anything to get on track that's had you to that frustration point? And like you're just looking for some help, right? In order to get some things done, get a little bit of direction, and like it's some things that require a little bit of a help, right? I mean, as simple as moving furniture and needing somebody to help you with the couch or something because it's big, pivot, right? But just to get that direction. And they were supposed to be your partner. They're supposed to be the one supporting you and giving you the direction, not leaving you feeling like you're on your own and abandoned in this to get to your 10 of Pentacles. But your dreams are coming because the 10 of Cups talks about the dreams, the visions you have for your white picket fence, your 2.5 car garage and your kids and all that stuff. And that's the subconscious, the dreams. But the 10 of Pentacles is bringing those dreams into a conscious 3D reality. It's Matrix. The spoon is vent, Things really moved fast for you guys, didn't they? And you weren't fully ready and all in at the beginning, but like some of you guys moved in together really quick due to whatever circumstances, and stuff just moved fast. Because I keep seeing like, I just wasn't ready. I just wasn't ready. And maybe they got a little smothering, All right, so let's see what we got on this. Some of you guys could be born on the 9th, the 19th, or 29th, the 3rd, the 1st. The 10th is here, the 7th, the 31st, the 14th. Wait, 30 days has September, April, June, and November. Okay, 31st would be your person. Skip that. Anyways. Oh, yeah, 30 days has April, June, and November. Okay, never mind. Okay, anyways. Anyhow, the 11th, the 10th, the 1st, the 21st, or the 5th so far. A lot of repeating 10s. So some of you guys might be noticing 10-10s too. But, okay, let's see what's up with them. All right, talk to me, Crosswatcher. What you got? The Fool card, on the Fool card, on the Fool card. Okay, they got Aries in their chart somewhere, right? That's a lot of Aries. Oh, my word. 3 of Cups, high Cancer. Is that just because Aries is getting all the attention, Cancer? What's up with that? 8 of Pentacles, Virgo's still here. Yeah, Virgo Aries energy on the Page of Swords. Did I not tell you? Stop right there. Stop right there. Dead stop, Kit. Page of Swords and the Ace of Wands. Told you. They got them all still, right? I think that came out in Aries too. I can't remember, but it was very similar that if your person broke their phone again, they would totally be like, you better save every picture. Save every picture. Save them all. Whoa. The thing about, I have to sit that Ace of Wands down. There's a lot of heat coming off of that card right now, but I want to look at the Page of Swords because it also says that they're learning lessons. They were oblivious to how much they were ignoring you. They thought everything was just fine, hunky-dory. Like they literally sat back for a minute like, wait, whoa, how'd all this happen? I mean, I'm at work. The next thing I know, Gemini are having a fight. We're breaking up. It's like, really? You just noticed this? 3 of Cups. Some of you guys could be married to this person or going through a separation. Or you might live at a distance. When I get repeating cards, though, it's always God telling me, Archer, dig a little deeper into these Fool card going down here. And why is there so much Aries energy? I mean, Mars is in Scorpio. That's Aries' dominant planet. There's a lot of stuff going on in Scorpio right now. I don't know. A lot of Aries energy. That one is an anomaly, which means I want to know more about it. So, Fool. They move too fast. So, and like they have so much going on, right? That they didn't have time to be in a relationship. And when you spend so much time moving so fast, you blow right past the stuff that counts. Stop and smell the flowers, right? Something about these sunflowers might even resonate to you. Yeah, sunflowers, they follow the sun throughout the day. This person was taught from a very young age that money was everything. And then they poured themselves into it. As a result, they neglected you in the process, neglected the whole connection. It affected the entire stability of the relationship you guys had been forging. And change was needed. Yeah. Or for some of you guys, it was like, this is the weirdest thing I've heard, but maybe it'll make sense to you, Gemini. Relationship with benefits? Ain't got time for you except when the Ace of Wands chakras lit up. Ding, right? Is that TLC? Is that TLC? In the red light special. Anyways, I got to get back to Nashville. I'm getting a lot of like Motown R&B vibes coming out. I dig it though. TLC's cool. It's fine. Lisa Left Eye Lopez. Knight of Cups into the Four of Pentacles. So I'm seeing here though that none of what they put before you, it's even fun for them anymore. Like you were their muse. And without you, like nothing's fun anymore. They can't get it going right now. There's no motivation. Knight of Cups. Trying to make chess moves, but they're still looking at the map. They're trying to find their sense of direction. So they didn't even realize you'd become their muse. That's the reason they were pushing so hard. They got a lot of fear of failure that results in insecurities that couldn't be turned off. And with the Ten of Swords, when they got into their head about it with the Eight of Wands, the best solution was just Ace of Wands. Oh, yeah. I'm only giggling like that because they really, really like you. Okay? If at any point, Gemini, even my male Geminis, okay? If at any point you thought you weren't pretty enough, good enough, or anything enough, not the case. That part is totally to the nose. That's not on you. That was on them. Their insecurities was a big part of the problem. So, and the thing about it is, it took them a minute to turn that insecurity off. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Virgo energy. Ace of Cups. I like that. Eight of Cups. Oh my gosh. That's confidence. Six of Cups and the Chariot with the Eight of Wands. This is starting to progress forward. They're being guided right back into your arms. Gemini, it's almost like you're chasing them until they catch you. And they're getting ready to catch you. They're getting ready to totally catch you. Ace of Cups, the Eight of Cups, they've walked away from that delulu thinking. The stuff like, oh, Gemini's fine, right? People are like, hey, have you talked to Gemini lately? Nah, Gemini's fine. Gemini's doing their own thing. When in reality, you would have totally been cool with a checking in text, right? Hey, just thinking about you. I'm at work. I'll be home later. Whatever, right? And they're like, oh, no, Gemini's just totally fine. So here's the wild part is that, whoever it was that they were showing attention to or flirting with instead of you is actually the one that they are now talking to about their feelings for you. So that person's not a third party. That person is actually in your corner. That's the person that is actually teaching them how to treat you right. And the first person, okay, so this is that one person that can really talk real to them because it's actually got them looking internal at themselves with the Six of Cups. It's that one saying to your person kind of like, hey, man, you've had this happen a lot of times. Is there something you could do differently maybe? What do you mean? No, there's nothing wrong with me. Are you sure about that? Two of Wands. That's what leads to the Page of Pentacles, which brings us all the way full circle back to the Ten of Pentacles. So those people, they did talk about you two before, but now it's some serious stuff. So that's what's causing them to identify themselves as the problem, come in at the same level, even after setting the deck and shuffling the deck and pulling more cards, that I still have the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. You guys both want the same things. You guys both have the same Ten of Cups dreams. And it's being worked into reality with the Sun card and the Empress. Oh gosh, if you're not Prego, it's going to be in there someday. This person is totally, I mean, yeah, sure, they've dreamt about the making the babies part, but they've also dreamt about having kids with you and like what it would be like to be in a committed full-term family, Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles relationship. They're actually doing the work and making changes to themselves just in that slight little bit of a hope that they'll hear from you again and they can have one last chance to get this right. It's like that scene in Dumb and Dumber where Jim Carrey's like, so you're saying there's a chance. Somebody here's got a lot of loose change in their cup holder, or the documentary Loose Change means something to you. I don't know. Interesting, though. So the thing about this is at the moment, the energy here is right where either of you could reach out and make contact, but you don't got to really work that hard because they're like really close to making contact because the Nine of Cups is reversed. They know they've shot their blessings in the foot, and it's what's bringing them forward. For some of you guys, I don't think they can even make it through the weekend ahead. Like they might even ask you for like a date night or something. I kid you not. Like, hey, could we get together and talk about this over coffee or go to one of our houses? Or is there some way to like actually meet in person? Even those of you that live at a distance, 8 of Wands to the Chariot, tells me it could be something as simple as like, I'm finally coming to your town, or I'm moving to your town, or I got to come to your town for work. I need to talk. And like they wind up staying. The neat thing is I don't see this happening as like, hey, could we pick up where we left off at and go back into that cycle? I know, right? I was going towards that card. Thank you very much, 8 of Wands. But literally, the 8 of Wands just fell onto the Ace of Cups, telling me they're going to be like more of like, can we start over and get this right the first time? I love that for you. Gemini, could be dealing with, this has got Aries energy heavy. The cardinal energy is strong. Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Pisces and Virgo are here. Sagittarius, more Aries, a lot of Aries. Taurus, more Aries. A little bit more Cancer, more Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Leo. Oh, that's probably just because Cancer's here. Sagittarius. Could be Cusper energies. More Aries, more Aries, more Aries. Aries, Aries, Aries. Marsha. If you got an Aries, you literally probably are going to get the text message before the end of the day today. Aries is being like Stewart for Mad TV. Look at me, Gemini. I kid you not. Gemini, clean this thing down in the comments. We got to manifest this for you. And don't forget to like and hype the reading, all right? And now, in honor of Halloween, I will get out the flashlight. We're going to tell our scary ghost stories. Are you afraid of the dark, Gemini? No, you're not. Anyways, carrying on with Halloween tradition and the urban folklore about one of your fellow Geminis, a June 18th Gemini, Paul McCartney. All right, to carry off with where we left off on the Paul is Dead story in Taurus, okay? Started with Aries. It's a 12-parter. But anyways, the lyrics and the songs and the backwards masking that led, it started with just radio stations playing stuff backwards and people in college wearing their Frankie Says Relax t-shirts. But anyways, wrecking records and having to buy more records every time they wreck the records by playing them backwards. Oh, darn, marketing. But anyhow, there were even other songs that started coming out, not just backmasking. There was like, there was a song called St. Paul. It was written by a dude in Detroit named Terry Knight, but it was made popular by a guy in New Zealand named Shane. All right. Then there was Brother Paul. That was by Billy Shears and the All-Americans. And even John himself, when he did the song How Do You Sleep in the 70s, he had that line in there that said, those freaks was right when they said you was dead. Interesting how most of the story is being told from a Libra's point of view, John. But right, I know, exactly. But speaking of Billy Shears and the All-Americans, interestingly enough, we get introduced to Billy Shears in the Sgt. Pepper album at the end of the very first track, right? Just before Ringo starts singing, we hear Billy Shears, right? That even at a point where there's a scene in the movie, there's a reoccurring theme around Paul McCartney and the name Bill for some reason, right? In the movie in the 80s, Give My Regards to Broad Street, there's a scene in it where Paul is brought into a control room and introduced to the engineer, but the guy doing the introducing looks to the engineer, then points to Paul and says, you know William, right? Why does it always tie back into that Bill thing? Basically, because the time that was required after the Beatles decided to stop touring was so that they could get the look-alike ready from whatever might have been needed, including having to learn to play left-handed and such. And the gentleman who they found was named William Campbell. He was a studio musician, session musician, known as the singer of 1,000 voices. All right, he could imitate and do cover songs and stuff like nobody's business. Back in the 60s, it was a marketplace, right? And so he was brought in because he was similar, a little taller, close enough. It's just pictures and stuff. It was the 60s. Nobody would notice he was a couple inches taller. And that would give him time to learn how to play stuff. and learn everything left-handed, things like that. And even the name got mixed in, not just the whole Billy Shears thing before Ringo starts singing on the Sgt. Pepper album, but then you even had the whole thing about Joe Epgrave, right? If you look through the liner notes for Sgt. Pepper, which I happen to have, of course, right? There's a liner note that explains who all these people are. Except it says this drum skin here was designed by a guy named Joe Epgrave. However, even today in 2025, there is Google Joe Epgrave. The man, it never existed. He did not exist ever, right? However, it could be a combination of epitaph and grave, much like how that looks like a grave for some reason. And even the name Paul, if you take a mirror and you cut the name Paul in half, it becomes Bill. Much like if you take a mirror and you cut it across the Lonely Hearts right on the album cover, it turns these words into 111X, the Roman numerals for November 9th, and then he die. The A becomes an arrow. Who die? Points right to the person. Paul died, or did he? And with that cocky attitude, is definitely some Libra energy involved in this whole thing. But we'll find out more during Cancer on Wednesday with the next part of the Halloween story. So happy Halloween and happy hunting. All right, guys. On that note, remember to resonate to any placement of Gemini in your chart, because you are not just your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign, but all the parts of your charts are what makes you awesome sauce with chunky apples and cinnamon. I love it for you. All right, spinny hugs anytime you need it. Please like and hype the reading, subscribe and be a part of the fam. And until next time, I shall see you then. Peace and love. All the signs say you're pretty fly for a Gemini.